She like the stick shift.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Vegas Raiders versus Kyler Murray and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by their quarterback in his second season now from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say a great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 20 carries, 86 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started. And they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He was covered by Josh Norman.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Raiders.
Murray to air it out again. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their 32-year-old quarterback from the University of Georgia, the 12-year vet Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at
a check on the numbers last week for Conner. 21 carries, 77 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw on the crossing route. Complete. It's Green.
Complete to A.J.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They will run the draw with Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 10 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Green's got it over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less, that's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down at Stafford. A quick slant to Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, Stafford here. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Complete to Rashard Higgins. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, a give to counter. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This pass complete to Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with counter. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. On 2nd and 7. Stafford will get this to Connor underneath. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Stafford on 3rd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Raiders 10. Saints nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Jacobs, 72 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
2nd and 8.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
To James Conner.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Saints.
From the gun, Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete to A.J.
23 yards, the final tally. At 6'4", Green can be so tough to cover.
Really can. When I watch him play, the word that comes to mind for me is willowy. And I mean that in the biggest compliment I can give. His ability to do what the receivers coach talked about always, uncover at the end of routes. Even if a guy's right there in his shirt, he finds a way to come up with the ball.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Javon Hargrave in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Oh, what a move. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He's got Burton here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. That's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. They'll look to run with Conner. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Three tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kick by Crosby is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Saints 7.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And
again, they'll throw with Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st down.
Here's Murray from midfield. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the visiting Rams who come in and get the victory on the road. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 3 touchdown passes as his guys move to 2-0 on the young season. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. 20-17, your final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. On 1st and 10, Stafford looking for his running back, and he's got it. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
7-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Connor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
On the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one complete to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, this one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 29. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. That also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. To the right side and complete to Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
7. And the Saints
operating from the gun. Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The 39-yard line.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Saints.
On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There for the sack, Everson Griffen.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Screen pass to Connor. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Michael Brockers in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get